Hello everyone, welcome again to another review. This time I'm reviewing a movie called Mandakini. And Mandakini is a recent addition to the Indian or Malayalam, I should say, comedy genre. This movie was released just recently in 2024, and it presents an intriguing premise that immediately captures the audience attention. The film revolves around Ambili, a newlywed bride who accidentally consumes an alcoholic drink that is intended for her husband, Aromal. The whole movie takes place on their wedding night, and as you can imagine, the fact that she consumes this alcoholic drink when she is not used to consume alcohol leads to a series of unexpected confessions about her past relationships, threatening the stability of this new and nascent marriage. The film's strength, I think, lies in the unconventional plot, which sets it apart from romantic comedies. The narrative unfolds with a mix of humor and drama, because otherwise it wouldn't be Malayalam cinema. It tries to engage the viewers with the central plot from the very beginning. However, Mandakini is not without its flaws. The pacing of the film feels somewhat uneven, with the story that it stretches longer than necessary. The issue is exacerbated by the inclusion of some side characters and some other subplots, I should say, that while feels like they have some potential, they just look to be interesting, they just don't reach a conclusion at the end of the movie. These elements just detract from the main narrative and could have been basically removed or trimmed to create a more focused and short and impactful story. The film attempts to maintain a delicate balance between comedy and a sober representation of what it looks like to be a normal wedding night in Kerala. And I think it manages to do it successfully for most of the movie. However, towards the conclusion, this equilibrium is disrupted by the introduction of some over-the-top scenes that just don't match the overall tone of the movie. And these moments, while perhaps are intended to just bring up a little bit more the comedy to make the movie pop or shine, they just undermine the film's earlier, more balanced approach. One of the movie's strengths, I think, is the subtle incorporation of female empowerment. Mandakini manages to address these issues of women agency and societal expectations without resorting to a heavy-handed messaging. This aspect of the film feels organic, and it just adds a little bit more depth to the characters and their motivations. I should say, the performances in Mandakini are a mixed bag, with some standout portrayals along some not so brilliant efforts. One of the things that I want to highlight is the acting of Altaf Salim, who is the main protagonist, or I should say one of the protagonists of the movie. It just brings more authenticity to his character, the way he acts, and I just really like the actor, to be honest. Equally impressive is Sarita Kuku, who is the mother figure. It provides a grounding presence that just enhances the family dynamics in the story. And while these two performances shine, some of the supporting and even the second protagonist sometimes they just looks like they're overreacting or overacting instead, which just detracts from the overall viewing experience, I think. Cinematography and production in Mandakini are competent, considering that the movie didn't have like a super massive budget. I think it just managed to effectively capture the settings and the atmosphere of the story. The visual style of the film is not groundbreaking, but it just serves the narrative very well, and it just helps you, the audience, to focus on the characters. The music is something that I just liked as well. It enhances the comedic and more poignant moments of the movie. However, like some other elements of the film, the music occasionally feels like overemphasized, particularly during these dramatic scenes or the outrageous scenes that sometimes appear in the movie. And yes, like some other Indian movies, there are some musical scenes that are just aimed at people who just like those scenes, who, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of them, so this movie has those scenes, can't do anything about it, but I don't feel they're like super bad anyways. In conclusion, Mandakini is a film that offers an entertaining viewing experience and it's just not destined for a classic status, so don't expect too much for it. It does provide a fresh take on relation dynamics and societal expectations within the framework of, Indian comedy. I think the film is best enjoyed with tempered expectations. Don't expect something that is going to blow your mind. You just have to go ahead and embrace its unique premise and some of the performances, and just try not to focus on the inconsistencies of overreacting or some of the musical scenes or some of the outrageous fight scenes. There is a fight scene in the movie, sorry for the spoiler. I definitely recommend Mandakini if you're just looking for a light-hearted and somewhat unconventional movie. I think this movie is best suited for a relaxed home viewing, a weekend watch when you don't have anything else to do or when you are not sure about what to watch. I like the movie, but it's just not that great. So that's my recommendation. This is my movie review about Mandakini. I hope you liked the review. And if you watch the movie, let me know your opinion. I know some people really like it, but I also saw that some people really hate it. So probably it would be a mixed bag in the comments if a lot of people watch this video. Anyways, tell me in the comments as well which other movies I should watch, and give it a like if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.